Yo, what's up, guys? This is your boy Kofi back at with another video. It's been a minute since I made a video, well, full video, but I'm back and running. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about why the Bears should start Justin Fields week 1. And let's talk about it. Uh so I'm pretty sure you guys saw the preseason game last week against the Miami Dolphins. First half of the game wasn't too great. Andy Dalton, he started off the game. I think he had like two 3 and out drives, and he didn't look that great. And even Justin Fields, his first half, he didn't look too good. Um, he stalled on his last 2 drives, but going into the second half, before going into the second half, right before he was able to move the ball, move the ball through the needle. He was able to give the ball to Rodney Adams and that nice toe tap pass to Jesse James for the 3 points. But when we get into the second half, you start to see Justin Fields start to get into a rhythm. He's kind of going out the pocket. You see right now that the offense is starting to open up. You're seeing a lot of the players start getting excited when he's with his throws. And granted, this is a second team defense with Miami. Miami still has a solid core. They still have a solid depth in their defense. And the fact that Justin Fields was able to carve up this team was just amazing. So let me look at his stats, man, from the last game. But either way, I'm going to give you a number one reason. Besides the point, number one reason why the Bears should start Justin Fields. Number one, the fact that he opens up the offense. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, granted, like, yeah, they faced the Dolphins. Andy Dalton, he didn't get much playing time. But you saw in the first 2 drives, he wasn't really moving the ball. It was just stagnant. And yeah, granted, yeah, he's gonna play the first quarter and a half. But if he doesn't make any type of improvements, if he doesn't score, and if Justin Fields is able to move the ball and um, is able to give the receivers a chance to get the ball, then it's gonna make it harder for Nagy to start Andy Dalton. Shoot, hell, even Madden 22, man, is smart enough to know that Justin Fields is better than Andy Dalton. I mean, look at the fact that his mobility rate, the fact that he's so mobile that he's able to move around the pocket and is able to keep defenses honest. That says a lot about how much this really opens up the offense. And this is what Nagy has been trying to look for, trying to find that quarterback that can run his offense the way he wants him, the way he wants it to, the way he wants it to. And Justin Fields is the man for the job, more so than Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's ceiling is already is already flat. His ceiling is already done. He's already reached his ceiling. He's just at this point of his career, he's just a serviceable backup in the NFL. Yeah, he's played 10 years. I get it. Been a Pro Bowl 3 times, led his team to the playoffs 4 times. But at this point of his career, he's just a serviceable backup. And this is why so many fans are clamoring for him to start. Because you already saw how the offense was able to open up. You already see how the running game was able to open up. I mean, you can run RPO. You'll be able to run RPOs against opposing defenses because it keeps defenses on their toes. Like you saw that one play where Justin Fields, when it looked like he was about to run out of the pocket and tuck in and go and run, he zipped the pass. I believe it was to John Vaya Johnson or Rodney Adams for a nice catch. And another play, he ran for over 20 yards, and they were saying that was one of the fastest runs so far in the preseason. He was one of the third fastest players in the NFL that game. And you just see how dynamic, his playmaking abilities are. You just see it. That's one reason. The second reason is that the second reason why Justin Fields should start is because he is one of the most NFL ready quarterbacks coming out of the draft. Yeah, listen, Justin Fields played at Ohio State for the last 2 years. Like I said, I said it in my other videos, but he was graded the second highest quarterback prior to Zach Wilson or Trey Lance, but he was graded as the second highest quarterback in the draft. And a lot of experts were saying that he is one of the most NFL ready quarterbacks. So the thing I don't understand is that why the heck, if he's one of the most NFL ready quarterbacks, if he was starting any other team, like per se the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Jets, he would be starting right away. If he was starting for the Colts, he would be starting right away. Let's call a spade, man. Because we already know what type of caliber player this man is. We already know. I know I said it over and over again. Y'all should have saw that Clemson game. That game was high stakes. High stakes. And he was able to pull it through. This guy got mental toughness. He has that F factor. He has the intangibles to be a franchise quarterback in this league. He has the intangibles to be the next NFL great quarterback in this league. Not just a great NFL quarterback, but one of the greatest NFL athletes of all time. He has the potential to be one of the greatest NFL athletes of all time. Because of his athleticism, his mental aptitude, and his accuracy. Which is going to be another point. My third point, of course, his reading of coverage and his deep ball accuracy. What can I say? His deep ball accuracy is just so on point, man. So on point, man. So on point. His deep ball accuracy is so on point. If you compare Andy Dalton, right? I saw some highlight videos, right? Not just scratched it. I saw video of Andy Dalton, some of his highlight videos, and I compared it to Justin Fields, right? Justin Fields has one of the best accurate passes coming out of college, man. One of the best accurate passers in college football, tracking back to 2014. He was one of the most accurate quarterbacks. And he had a passer rating, I believe was like 96 or 97, according to PFF when they were tracking in 2014. And I looked at some of their highlight tapes. Andy Dalton, that he can throw a deep ball. I'll give him that. Andy Dalton, he can put it he can place it in the receiver's hands at a timely manner. But if you look at Justin Fields, if you see the way he throws the ball, he throws it with so much precision and he throws it with so much accuracy that the receiver doesn't have to do much really to get the ball. All he just got to do is just beat his defender. All he just got to do is just beat his defender and let the ball come to him. That's how much of an accurate passer Justin Fields is. If you looked at that pass, that coverage he made, or that play that Matt Nagy ran, from him, from that deep pass to Rodney Adams, right? You saw how, if Rodney Adams, right, was able to be his receiver, he wouldn't have had to jump up and get in front of the receiver. All he had to do was just be his receiver, run a nice go route or a zigzag route, beat his defender, get in front of him, and he would have made that catch, and it would have been a long play. It would have been like an explosive play right there. And that's how good Justin Fields is. So just imagine Darnell Mooney, Allen Robinson. Even Allen Robinson was high. Let me not even get started. I'm gonna break that video down, possibly tomorrow or Saturday. But I'm gonna break that down. I'm gonna show you video. You can see Allen Robinson was so hyped. The fact that he was able to make that throw to Rodney Adams, you saw how hyped he was. I mean, like I said, if Rodney Adams was able to beat his DB, his defender, man, it would have been an explosive play, like a big explosive play. Because that's how accurate the pass was. And no offense to Andy Dalton, his deep ball accuracy is not as good, or it doesn't have much zip or much power as much as Justin Fields. And when you're playing an elite defense like the LA Rams, you're going to need a quarterback that has those elite traits, those elite prospecting traits to keep defenses like the LA Rams or the San Francisco 49ers at bay. Andy Dalton is not going to do that. All he is, yeah, he has some type of mobility, but he's just going to be serviceable. We don't want serviceable. If you want to beat great NFL teams, if you want to beat these good NFL teams, you're going to have to put the best man out there. And the best man out there right now is Justin Fields. Let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, I get it. APW saying, oh, we shouldn't start Matt Nagy. John Zagul saying, oh, we shouldn't start Justin Fields because we don't want to ruin his development. All these other sports media outlets are saying, Jay Cutler saying, we don't want to ruin his development. But Justin Fields is not Mitch Trubisky. I'm sorry. Justin Fields is not a project. Justin Fields is not Trey Lance. Trey Lance is a project. Patrick Mahomes was a project. Mitchell Trubisky was a project. Justin Fields is not a project. Justin Fields, like I said, was one of the most NFL-ready quarterbacks. You can look it back up. Go back into those other sources. Justin Fields is the most NFL-ready quarterback. And if you are not putting him in there sooner rather than later, Matt Nagy, you're just going to waste away on another elite defense. And Allen Robinson is going to pack his bags and go on to another team that has a good quarterback. And you can just kiss our Super Bowl window goodbye. Because you wanted to keep the best man on the bench. The best man who was well equipped to put you in position to win. This team is ready to win. This Super Bowl caliber type of defense is ready to win. They don't want to go another year saying, "Oh, what if? We don't. They don't want no what ifs. They want. How should I say? They don't want what ifs. They want right now. And right now, the best man you should put in position to allow you to win games is Justin Fields. And yeah, guys, that's my video, guys. And yeah, this is your boy Kofi. Please like and subscribe. Share this with some of your friends who are saying Justin Fields should not start. Share this video with them and show them this video. Yeah, and also stay tuned. Later on, I'm gonna do a podcast with my boy Jonah Pitney, and we're gonna be talking more Bears news. So stay tuned, guys, and yeah, be easy. Bye bye.